Listen, guys, I want to tell y'all that the reason why you get upset, the reason why you're so frustrated, the reason why you're so triggered, right, is because you are programmed to feel that way. You're programmed to respond and react certain ways based off of certain things happening. So let's say, for example, a simple example, let's say somebody, calls you an asshole, right? Or they'll say, you're a dummy or you're stupid or whatever, right? Now that they called you that, you feel like, oh, well, I'm mad at this person and I'm offended and I'm angry, right? And the reason why you feel that way is because you're letting the words control how you feel about yourself. And you're reacting a certain way because you've been conditioned to react when someone, insults you. So when a person insults you, you have to act this way, right? And the flip side is also true, is that when a person compliments you, now you feel good. You're like, I'm gonna act this way because they complimented me. I'm gonna act this way because they insulted me. I'm gonna act this way. Understand that you're programmed to be that way, right? And see, what you have to understand is that you're never going to be happy living like that, right? You're not free. You understand? You're trapped in your conditioning. See, your actions are being dictated by other people's actions, right? So if I want to get you all riled up and frustrated, I just got to call you an asshole. I got to insult you. I got to just call you a name, and now you're going to get upset and you're going to get pissed off. And if I want to make you feel good, if I want to gas your head up, I'll tell you how amazing you are. I'll tell you like you're just so awesome. And then this is going to be the thing that's going to make you feel good, right? So your conditioning allows you to basically be controlled. But see, this is the interesting part about it, is that you're not really being controlled. It's just you're responding this way. You make a choice whether or not to respond in the way you respond to these things. But understand that your response to these things are usually because of your conditioning, right? And so a lot of times what happens is that frustration you feel, that anger, you feeling triggered, you feeling annoyed or whatever it is like that, that's coming from you basically responding to how you were programmed. So the thing is that if you want to really be free, you want to really be happy, you can't let these type of things trigger you. You can't let any of these things, control your behavior. You understand? See, the reason why most people behave that way in the first place is because, for example, let's say somebody compliments you and now you're all, feeling good about yourself. And that's because you've been conditioned to feel good about yourself when someone compliments you. You're looking for that validation. You're looking for that type of energy to feed your ego. And then on the flip side, when somebody disrespects you is by calling you a name or saying something, then you're conditioned to be angry and upset and frustrated. So now that's the response you give out. So you're not really free to be at peace. You understand? No matter what the situation is. Because even if someone's complimenting you, you're looking at that as like a great thing. But actually, what happens is that you become more obsessed with getting more compliments because you want to feed the ego. You understand? So the thing is this, is that you don't want to be controlled, or you don't want to have to be in a situation where you're so reactive based off of what other people are doing or saying. You want to be able to do your thing, be cool, calm, and collected and happy in your situation that you're in, No matter what anyone's saying, no matter what's going on, no matter what anyone's doing, you are peaceful and you're content with the situation. But see, you have to get out of that conditioning. Now, see, the problem is that, for a lot of people, this is hard because the conditioning is so ingrained in them. But see, when you have a certain level of awareness to realize that all that conditioning is BS, when you realize it's bullshit, then you can step back and say, you know what? I don't need to adhere to this nonsense anymore. If a person insults me, whatever, let it roll off your back. You understand? You understand that that person is also acting and reacting based off their conditioning. Understand that you don't need this person or that person's validation in order for you to feel happy, in order for you to feel content. You don't need any of it. You don't need the praise to feel good about yourself. You don't need to react negatively to the criticism. You just let all that stuff be what it's going to be. And you fall back and you just do you. So understand that you're always going to be frustrated. You're always going to be anxious. You're always going to be in this sort of like weird frame of mind when you're being reactive to your conditioning.